Hey, welcome back, art viewers. It's time for more half-assed reporting. We're going to run in here to the Petzel gallery. And see an exhibition by Joyce Pensato titled Castaway. Excuse me. Well, I've got about 10 minutes to run through this show, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to cut and edit and pick out things. We'll just take a run through. Just from a quick sweep, though, it looks like a lot of this is drawings, works on paper. Take a quick run down this wall of drawings. This is titled Duct Soup. 33 by 25. I guess most of these are the same size. Hello. It's more duck soup. And, well, Joyce has got some color in these. I kind of noticed that she was getting some color the last show. I think this might be more duck soup. One of the things that Joyce is known for is her kind of obsessive grinding and working of these drawings. I think these are all about 22 by 30. And she's got a couple of themes that she works with. Her Mickey Mouse and her Donald Ducks. She's got some pretty heavy paper. I've actually seen her wear through some of the larger pieces. It's holes in the paper. So I think Joyce is in kind of an interesting position where she's halfway between the abstract expressionists and the pop artists, and maybe even some of this what was happening in the late 90s, something they called the sort of the dumb art. Oh, this is nice. This is a large piece. So this is Bart. Charcoal and pastel on paper, 120 by 60. And a lot of times Joyce will do these kinds of drawings on site, and she'll work for like a week or two grinding things in. Oh, there's the artist right there. Let's see whether or not you got your hands clean yet. Did you get the charcoal out of your fingernails? Oh, looks good. You're looking lovely tonight, darling. Congratulations. This is Double Donald. And, well, she's probably got more pastel in on this one than most of the other pieces that I've seen. This is 59 by 80 inches. The main gallery. This is the first time I've seen the new Petzel space. I know that this whole part of Chelsea is in a lot of transition. It's a lot of pressure from real estate developers. Hey, there's Franklin Evans, another hot young painter. Well, I've been a fan of Joyce's work for 15, 16 years, and well, she first came to my attention because she was one of the longtime Williamsburg artists. This is titled Castaway Mickey, 90 by 80 inches, enamel on canvas. And you know, if you're interested, you could go back to one of the early Kalm reports. I was actually looking at it today, and we visited her studio. This has been 6 or 7 years ago, and it was pretty interesting because she had paint-encrusted workbenches and stuff that she had had there for 30 years. And at one of her last shows, they actually broke up parts of the studio and rebuilt them in the gallery. It's titled Castaway Juicer, 90 by 80 inches. I think one of the other things that I admire about Joyce is that she's an artist that has been working and grinding, not only physically but professionally, has been grinding away for years. This is titled Bang Bang Donald, and she had a flurry of recognition and interest back in the 80s with the Neo-Expressionists, and Joan Mitchell was one of her mentors. But like a lot of people, you know, there was a fashion change and kind of an anti-painting jihad that was carried out by some of the more polemical art critics here in New York, and if you weren't towing the minimalist conceptual photographic lines, you were eliminated from the discourse. This is a nice piece. This is titled Holy Blackout Batman, 2015 enamel and metallic paint on canvas, 90 by 80 inches, and she's got a little orange under there. In any case, Joyce just kept working away, and occasionally she would get a little show or something in Williamsburg, Castaway Homer. But she just kept painting and perfecting her style and getting the work out there, and eventually she hooked up with these people here at Petzel, and since then her star has risen. And you know, in certain ways it's kind of ironic that about the time Joyce gets to retirement age, she suddenly is picked up as one of the hot young artists on the scene. So that should give heart to anybody that's going through some hard times. Castaway Catman. You know that Joyce goes through gallons and gallons of enamel paint. This piece is titled Fizz Buster, 80 by 90 inches. You know, just from an abstract point of view, some of this almost looks like something like a Robert Motherwell from 1958 or something. And I think maybe that's one of the attractions that people have, is that Joyce kind of floats somewhere between total abstraction and this weird kind of boiled down comic book cartoon stuff. This could be my favorite piece in the show. I like this. This return of the Copper Batman. Although I was just looking at this from a coloristic aspect, and I didn't realize that That orange is a metallic copper color. Okay, I'm going to zoom in, and I've been requested that when I do my little pans, I slow down so that the camera has plenty of time to focus. Is that slow enough? Yeah, I do think that this copper does work more as a coloristic addition rather than a metallic shiny surface. This is the last one here, Tim Spielow's. The other Lenny, 80 by 80. Now I know that Joyce says that some of these come out, you know, she works on them very fast, and she can finish them off in 2 or 3 days. Other ones she keeps coming back to and working on for months. We'll get up and look a little closer. I think you can see some of the layering, and you can get an idea of how many coats of paint Joyce puts on here. We can see the pedimenti. One of the bonuses of this enamel paint is that it dries enough that you can overpaint it within a couple of hours. And well, one of the nice things is she's got some of more matte finish in here. A lot of this has a very homogeneous, shiny surface. Well, this is unusual. This is a body of work that I haven't seen before. These are all photographs. And Joyce keeps a lot of references and things around in the studio. And so the tricky thing about this is I don't know whether this is all, okay, it says it's sea prints. So I guess this is all photographed, but it's kind of tricky because you could actually get up there and splash paint on top of that, and it would be very hard to tell. This is titled Cassius Clay, 34 by 51 inches. And as I was saying, she did an entire installation in one of her last shows, which was all just about her studio and the ephemera, the collateral painting that goes on around the edges of her practice. Oh, I guess she's a big Robert De Niro fan. It's from Taxi Driver. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's interesting to see these photographs like this with the staples and the smudges and the drips and everything, because it's very trompe-l'oeil-ish. You know, it would not take much to put real staples and real splashes in there. The original 2015 seat print, 34 by 51 inches. We caught up with the artist Joyce Pensato. Congratulations, the show looks great. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you about is this work, the photographic work. I haven't seen this before, but I do remember your installation that you did maybe a couple years ago where you brought a lot of the stuff that was left over from your old studio in, and so in certain ways this kind of relates to that. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the photography?
Okay, I saw the collages, didn't feel quite there. I mean, they were there, but they were not punchy. Something was missing. And the idea of that taking a photograph of the way it was is in my studio.
Yes.
And with the first staples and all that drip, and then just focusing on that brought it to something else.
So you took all the photographs yourself. Have you taken done photography before, or is this
No,
newer?
I'm always taking pictures of everything. But I think it brings it to a different step as another form of the collages and photo together.
So you also maybe blowing up the scale makes it more powerful, or just putting it all into like one homogeneous surface, a photographic surface? Or
Focusing on that image, but the object, the photo.
Taking it out of the environment and presenting it as something else.
Yeah.
All right, Joyce Pensato, Castaway. Way to go. Okay.
Thank you.
The limo is waiting. Thanks, dear.
What's the limbo?
All right, bye. James Kalm reporting on Joyce Pensato, Castaways, here at the Petzel Gallery, the new Petzel Gallery, here on West 18th Street in Chelsea. Thank you, Kate. Whoa, thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate you.